Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. In motion, Aguilar. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Play action. It's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play, and if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Throwing Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Roquan Smith. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Here's Hardy set to return. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards there for number 15. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion left, Flowers. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides played at optimum level.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now out come the Giants. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Jones. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Okay, here we go. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. On the move to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. He'll drop to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking for Bateman, he's got him complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. The quick feet by Jackson, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from a yard out. And the Ravens are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 27-0 already our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And possession switching back to the New York Giants. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen.
Jamie Gillen in punt formation for the Giants.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Hardy. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. In motion, Aguilar. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line. To turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and... They go play action now. Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. Sheds off the tackle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Jackson rolling to his right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Half 18, half 18.
Singletary trying the left side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now Robinson, the motion man right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
A 31-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out looking real sharp in the second half.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Jackson from the shotgun. There he goes again. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually out in the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So it's halftime here on Sports. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New York ready to go again offensively. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Singletary loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right at the 35. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And
when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A 61-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Fielded just inside the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game. But it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Check down here for Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 27 yards. And the Ravens are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intent...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Jackson now. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 34 yards. And the Ravens are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would... yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Giants offense and Daniel Jones set to take over again. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Throwing Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be fourth down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Back to throw. Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's loose again. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Ravens add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
In motion, Slayton. Jones. Off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Take it at the 37. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A slant route caught by Bateman. That'll give them 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Jackson being chased out left. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Back to throw. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Jackson flushed out right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Steps away to his left. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He finds Bateman over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. To throw is Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And New York set to take the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Half 88, half 88, half 88. Up we go. Up we go.
Back to throw. Jones.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Nandi Matabike coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken at around the 40. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions.